Hello everyone, welcome into the GVH Football Show. We love the game. We talk about all things football, Ugandan, African, global, bringing the latest headlines, news, results, as well as conversations closer to you so you don't miss out on a thing. I'm your host, Kuma Victor, Gracious Hines. Now, big news today for Ugandan football in particular. Why? Because we've just witnessed the announcement that Paul Joseph Putt has renewed his contract with Federation of Football Associations to stay on as the head coach of the Uganda Cranes for the next 2.5 years.
Rumors and speculations concerning the head coach of the Uganda Cranes. I am here and delighted to announce to you that FUFA has agreed with Coach Paul Putt to a new contract as the head coach of the Uganda Cranes for the next 2.5 years, starting with immediate effect. This period, as you are aware, covers the period under which Uganda will be hosting the AFCON 2027 under the arrangement of the East African hosting arrangement of Pamoja. Hence, the new contract ends in 2028. Will be the head of the senior A team, the Uganda Cranes, the Chan team, and also the under 23 boys team that normally plays in the Sekafa. He's also the head of the technical team of the teams. His role includes designing the strategies around the team for performance and shall also be, as has been, the person in charge of the selection of the player. We all look forward towards a positive and great future where we'll be able to achieve more and more under the vision of FUFA to become the #1 football nation on the field and off the field.
Because of that, I want to thank the government of Uganda, our minister and First Lady, the President of Uganda, because without the financial assistance that they give to the Cranes, definitely wouldn't be in the league to sign him. I thought that was very important. Thanking the government of Uganda and also, of course, the executive committee for enabling us to be in a position to vie for him and get him for the second time. Thank you so much.
Coach Paul Joseph Putt was recruited and signed as head coach of the national team back in November of 2023 for 2 years. So technically, in November of 2025, his contract had run down. But today, the 6th of November, the announcement is done despite different and numerous reports that we're going to be getting into as he had interest from other African countries. He will be remaining the head coach of the Uganda Cranes for the next 2.5 years until 2028, which means he'll be taking charge of the Uganda Cranes for the African Cup of Nations in 2025 in Morocco, but also when Uganda does co-host the AFCON alongside Kenya and Tanzania in 2027.
I can say that I'm very happy and proud because when I signed for the first time, the President asked me to build a strong team for 2027. So by this extension, that means that FUFA Federation has a lot of respect and confidence in me that I can finish my work in the next coming 2 years and a half to build a strong team. And also, I'm also very glad to be with you because I had a great time. I appreciate you for the good work you have been doing, the support that you have been doing for my players, and also I want to thank in the meantime our public because I take all the credits for the good results that the Ugandan Cranes has done, also for the Chan team. I think all credits goes to the players, but also to our supporters who was always standing behind the team.
Some big news here for Ugandan football. Here's why: because the Ugandan football fans have fallen in love with Paul Joseph Putt. He's transformed the way Uganda plays to an attacking side that plays free-flowing, attacking football and gets the goal, something the Ugandan football fans have deeply fallen in love with him. He's a good character, does associate with the media quite well, but also ahead of that, he's been able to get the Uganda Cranes playing some beautiful football.
I have also to thank the Football Federation. I know I'm not the easiest one, and I always want the best for my players, and I always want the best condition to put my players. And I think some people who are sitting here, they know me, that I'm always on their back and always try to improve. And if you see, when I started, where we are now, we are not on top yet, but we made a lot of improvements, and that's also the Federation. And I have to thank them that they have been listening, and they've been trying step by step, but still they make a lot of efforts. So the worst thing is that if we are not qualified for World Cup, I think it's a little bit because of individual mistakes. But an individual mistake is a part of human being. The best players in the world can make mistakes. So I don't blame nobody. It's also a learning process. It's also a learning process how to approach a game, how to have to beat the game, how you have to prepare the game with the concentration. And you know, we see a lot of games in the Champions League, high level, who always best keepers or best defenders can make mistakes. It's like this. So I don't have any bad feeling, honestly, from the day one. Also, I can tell you, if you go shopping, you go somewhere to buy food, and everybody's greeting you and everybody's giving you the compliments, well done boys, well done, gives you a good feeling. So I can say I have a very good feeling in Uganda, but that's also why I renewed the contract, and I hope in the next coming 2 years and a half that we grow more and more, like I said, to like a family, because we need everyone. And if we have everyone on board, you will see good results will follow. And that's also my responsibility as a coach, because it's not only on the training pitch, it's not only a selection, it's also communicating, it's also giving the support, also asking the support from the supporters, from the federation, from you guys. So we are all family, and that keeps me. I never had a bad feeling, and I can say my feeling is growing up, and I think we can do and be a surprise in the next future or in the next coming years with Uganda.
And talking about the performances, that beautiful attacking football has yielded results, because ever since he came on, he has managed to lead the Uganda Cranes to the African Cup of Nations next year. He was able to lead the team in Group G, which had Sudan, Congo, as well as South Africa. They finished as the first runners-up behind South Africa, just 1 point behind South Africa, which was a very important feat right there, and quite impressive feat, as we made it with ease for the first time in a long time to the African Cup of Nations, which of course we're going to be participating in Morocco. Then at the FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers, AFCON chapter, Uganda was the first runner-up. Now we know that next year in North America is an expanded tournament which will be featuring as well 48 teams. Africa has 9 automatic slots, and then probably can be able to get an extra slot depending on how the playoffs go. Head coach Paul Put finished first runner-up behind Algeria in their respective group, and we almost made it through to play the AFCON World Cup qualifier playoffs, which will be taking place later this year. We're just 1 point behind Cameroon, who finished 4th and had 19 points. Uganda had 18 points. So very impressive performances that have yielded results. Now, with head coach Paul Put signing on for the next 2.5 years, his task, of course, AFCON. And he says that when he signed on last year, when he signed on in 2023, the task was build a team to compete at the AFCON in 2027. He said 2 years was not enough, but now he has 2.5 years more in order to work on the team. He said the AFCON in 2025 will help the team get the exposure they need, the experience that is required for them to put up a competitive performance in 2027. He believes in himself, he believes in the team. He says what motivated him was the relationship that he has with the federation. They have supported him, but also his love for the country, his love for the Ugandan public. When he walks in stores, he feels the love. People walking up to him and congratulating him or appreciating the work he does. All this played a part in him staying with the nation, staying with the Uganda Cranes. The players themselves as well have been sending text messages to him saying that he should not leave.
First of all, I think it's important if you renew a contract or you sign for a country that you believe in the function of the federation, if you believe in the players, and you cannot imagine how many messages I received from my players to ask me to continue with Uganda. And I think if that respect is there, then you have to think about a lot of things. And I always felt very good in Uganda. I felt the respect from Federation, from players, also from our fans. And that gives you a good feeling. Then you're going to think about what can I realize and what can I do and what is my personal challenge. And like the president, he has been asking in the beginning when I signed to build a strong team for 2027. And then I said, but I only signed for 2 years, it will be difficult. But now I have the opportunity. And this also gives me the ambitions and they also give me the boost. But believe me, to make the decision, it's amazing what I receive from messages, also from fans, but directly from my players, so I didn't hesitate too long. Also, I think we have a nice future before us. I think also, I want to thank you also, the media, for your support, because I always said in the beginning, to be a big team, or to have a big team, everybody has to come behind the national team. And I think if you see what you have been doing on the positive side, to be positive, it's always easy for you to be negative or to give critique, but I can tell you, I was very happy the way you have also supporting our boys and also our fans who came fully out to support our fans. Also the respect they showed me. If I come on the field, if I go off the field, so I have a very nice feeling and I want to continue in the next 2 years and a half with results, with good football, and like we have been doing from the beginning, creating the family more strong.
But exciting news, and so head coach Paul Put will be taking charge of the Uganda Cranes, the Champ squad, as well as the under-23 side. We'll bring you more information right here. Up next for him, 2 friendly matches against Chad and Morocco before the AFCON qualifiers, before the African Cup of Nations in 2025 in Morocco, and so it's 2 big international friendlies coming up.
I also wish to announce that FUFA has organized a friendly match this month with Chad, but also received and accepted an invitation to play Morocco in Morocco on the 18th of November 2025.
We'll bring you all the things to know right here on the GVH Football Show.
Okay, shift this. Okay. Understand it. Thank you.